Morning Periscope. At a different location today. My hair's a mess. I'm in an indoor flea market by my neighborhood. Given the weather and some stuff I have to do later today, I decided to pretty much change up completely how I do stuff. In the meantime, what I'll do is I'll show you this indoor flea market out of a theater. It's actually pretty nice at one point. One of these theaters from like the 1920s or whatever, and they stripped out the floor. What we have is like there's maybe 10 rows of stuff. Actually, it's not filled up today. Good morning, everybody. It's not filled up today, and there's like 8 tables down a row, and there's like 12 or 13 rows. So that's people do double spots. So there might be 100 vendors, and the last row here is empty. So maybe there's 80 vendors or something today. So between the weather and so on, so I'm going to mainly show just my Marvel items today. I have a bunch of Marvel caps. I printed up some signs last night real quickly. I threw in some speakers anyway for good luck and some earbuds. Actually, they ended up in the same box. I don't know how. So we have different stuff here. We have a Deadpool hoodie. We have a Punisher hoodie. We got some kind of skateboardy surfer dude stuff. A real cool Deadpool shirt. Another one too. Some shadow boxes. Some kids' pajamas. Some Deadpool and Punisher belts. Swimming attire stuff. A bunch of knit caps, ski caps, Punisher, Spider-Man. Same for baseball caps, Spider-Man, generic stuff. Iron Fist, Captain America. There's a real cool one here with Guardians of the Galaxies. It's Funkos, or similar to Funkos. Pretty cool stuff. I did up some signs really quickly. Just printed them out. This one was black. I think it's better than this one. It's red. Okay. And I'm not going to make as much money as if I went outside today, but the choice was to do no market because I'm probably going to be doing something this afternoon. So let's just we can do a quick run through this market because a lot of you seemed interested in what was at the Meadowlands and Columbus and so on. So this is like something completely different. There's a whole different dynamics and things like that, but a lot of this market is clothing, some of it's used. Okay. So people have stuff like that. They will have similar items. There will be perfumes and stuff. There'll be more jewelry here because people can not worry about getting wet. You know Casey Neistat? Never heard of him. Who's that? So there's all little knickknacks and so on. This guy has a good knife collection. Coins and so on. A YouTuber from New York City? No, sorry, I never heard of him. I should Google him maybe. This guy's got baseball caps from all the teams and sneakers. This guy probably does garage sales and so on. He always has some pretty cool stuff. 3 million subscribers? Wow. He must have a third of New York City then. So there's more plates and stuff because people don't have to worry about the wind knocking over all the other things here. And they also have, kitchen stuff and things too. Some are used, some are not. People are still setting up. This guy's got hair coloring stuff. Some people do vintage clothing and so on. These are not vintage, but some people do that. Children's dresses. This guy's selling CDs and other pottery and jewelry and stuff. A car boot sale in English? That's an odd term. What does that mean? Where's the car come from? Nice jewelry. More jewelry.
What are we doing?
Okay, something's going real hot in this booth. More jewelry. People get stuff they don't want to put on their car and go to pay for every fucking buy. Yeah, that's not what this is actually. It may look like it is. Sorry. Although this is a local community area, so it's kind of maybe half and half. So there are people dumping their stuff into things, but some of the more smaller outdoor flea markets are really that kind of a thing. In fact, some of the outdoor markets have special days to do what they call yard sales, where everybody specifically dumps their stuff, and you can only sell yard sale stuff there that day. This person has shoes and knee medical stuff or whatever. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. I'm trying to think, is there a market that does do that car thing? Not an indoor one. I guess we have a problem here, especially in New York City, because things need to be zoned and so on or whatever. I know there were some markets that were set up that had to be removed because they didn't have the licensing and all these other things. So it's a strange predicament. And massive fields, yeah. Now, we don't really do that unless it's like a state fair or something. So this is vintage stuff from estates and so on, and things like that. These wouldn't have turned out to have been the people's original items. Mostly it would not have. Do you like football? No, I don't like American football or soccer. So that rules out a lot of things. I used to watch baseball. I used to watch football because my wife watched it, but not since. So some small electronics, just various things here. Right, I'm not a sports person per se, although I used to be heavily into baseball, especially as a boy. I could pretty much tell you anything about it. Right now, I don't even know the names of all the teams, which is pretty pitiful. So again, I don't know why there's a couple of tables missing here, which is kind of what happened in the markets this week. I don't know if it's because of the weather or people are doing spring cleaning or something. I don't know what. Although spring's not here yet, so we're still supposed to get weather. It's raining in some of the markets I would have gone to already, if I understand correctly. And in any event, it's going to rain before the day's over. And my normal electronic stuff would get soaking wet. It's just a nightmare. And it's going to be cloudy today and things like that. So it becomes an awkward day. And the choice was to do something like stay home. It hasn't snowed probably in England for 3 years. Well, I guess that's good and bad. But you probably get a lot of rain, right? Yeah, my daughter went there for 6 months a few months ago. So.
Oh, you were just down there.
Right, I'm videoing the market. All right, so we got a customer here, even though it's wandering around. Yeah, how you doing? Those are 30. Got Bluetooth, FM radio, flash drive, SD card, nice sound, rechargeable battery through USB.
Okay. Thank you. I will be back.
Yeah, I'll stop playing it soon, so when you come around, you'll probably hear it. What sort of stuff does sell? Normally small electronics, cables, speakers, little knickknacks. not just for cell phones, battery cases, portable batteries, the marble stuff you see here. Although I don't normally put them out together. So I either do one or the other, or if I have it in the car and I can get a spot with a table next to me where the vendor either doesn't come or leaves early, then I just take over that table.
How much is
What's that? How much is that? They're 15. 1.5.
1.5?
15, yeah.
$15?
1.5, yeah. Yeah, the speaker is good. It's a new model I picked up recently. And what I do is with stuff anyway, even like I'll rotate it because once you're at a market for a while, people who are going to buy that speaker pretty much would have bought it already. And I normally really fine tune which speakers I pick up. In fact, I annoy some of the distributors and stuff sometimes because I'm pretty particular about it, especially the Bluetooth ones and so on. If at like max volume they start squelching or something, I don't want anything to do with it. Which? 30.
Okay.
Thank you. So I rotate stuff. Although my staples, I started out with flash drives and cables, so I stick with them. And I have, what else do I have? I have headsets, Bluetooth selfie sticks, regular selfie sticks, Bluetooth earpieces, Bluetooth neck pieces, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, they're all pretty good quality. Even the bad ones are good quality now. So it's good for the industry as a whole. Let's see, what else do I sell? And I do it on eBay and other things as well. So I wholesale some of it as well as the retail, because the onesies and twosies are great sometimes, especially at a super packed flea market that's outdoors with tens of thousands of people. But there's nothing like, so you can sell 1,000 one at a time, but there's nothing like selling 500 at a time too. So, all right. So I just wanted to give you guys some idea of where I am today and what's going on, and the choices I made to get here. I used the little squirrel icon because squirrel buries nuts, and this is just an idea that when you always have options in business to do various amount of choices, even if it's a half a day or something. This market's going to be closed completely at 3 o'clock. We have to be gone. This technically is now a bingo hall place. So, it was the choice between doing no market at all or doing this. And this is 5 blocks from my house. So most of my merch is still packed in my car, and I just had to bring in these boxes here. What was that, 5 boxes? So that wasn't too bad of a burden. And my kids are going to come later to help me out, because right now, even though it's, I don't know what time it is, maybe 8:30, it'll get kind of packed later. And then it'll empty out maybe at 2. And then everybody just packs up and leaves. So it's just an idea when things, and this is a change up. I normally don't do just strictly marble stuff. So it's just something to consider, an idea, a light bulb, something to figure out. And what you should have is always plan Bs, backup plans. Because if your car breaks down or you realize halfway to somewhere that you're traveling 150 miles to that it starts raining or whatever, first of all, you should have planned that. But even if you didn't, you have options to turn around and go somewhere else. I don't know the details, but some of you follow Wholesale Harry, and like he went to Rahway the other flea market. I'm not sure why, but I'm guessing I think he said he was running late and his partner wasn't there, so it made total lot of sense for him not to, especially if he's late, to go to even a smaller market, and he can still sometimes do as well. So there's considerations like that. So that's kind of what I'm doing here today. And again, the choice was doing no market because I have to be somewhere later and so on. So, and then if it rains, what's the point of being out there? And it's going to be cloudy today, and I as I mentioned in another scope, that's always a problem for me. So, and you don't want to go travel 90 miles, put everything up, and and 2 hours later you have to pack it up because you're nervous about the rain and so on. Yes. Good luck to us all. All right, guys. So I just wanted to pop this out there and show you guys. Good morning, people. What's that? They're over there. So there's always options you have, and this is a totally different dynamics. It'll be a different group of people who only come here. It's more elderly people and so on, but there's still people bringing families and so on. There's no food here, but it's a cozy place and it's a little kind of faster place. It's quick for the whole community to get here, and once they're here, they're going to take their time going through it. Kids are going to ask their parents what something means and so on. And it's a slower market in the sense they're going to take more time to go through it. So even though there's less vendors and so on, it's still something that happens. I live in a mixed neighborhood, so it's a mixed group of people. So that's good. Actually, it's always good, no matter. But it's still worth understanding your market, so that if there's religious or cultural things or dynamics of, if you're selling only to children, or if you're in an old home community, there's certainly common items that you could sell, but there's other sides of the coin where it doesn't matter. Anyway, so this is just to show you there's a change up today, and it's something you should plan out for rainy days, so to speak, right? All right, guys. So I'm gonna scope off. Peace out as usual. Take it easy, guys.